PD 4106-1755 for us. Hopefully yours would be different. Turned by power steering. For those of you in 4104s that don't have power steering, that's part of the reason they call this a sports car. Well, let's start this tour right here. So inside this door, I have an auxiliary air tank. That cable is the speedo cable. This area right in here, that's emergency stuff, plastic rubber gloves, flares, speedometer cable, jack stand. The non-air horn is right here, and the serial number, you can always find it right there. PD 4106-1755 for us. Oil and other liquids in here on the side. 20 gallons of gasoline for the 7,000 watt on and quiet generator. It was right there. Stars are 22.5 by 11 horse. Regals. That's the aluminum wheels. They're not. Whoops. Let me back up. That's a steel wheel on a steel wheel. And Andrea will not let me buy aluminum wheels. So what I'm looking for is a set of covers with the, so it looks really cool. If you know of anybody. 22.5 by 11. Behind the generator, 425 amp hour, 6 volts. Going into 12. And right above it, the inverter. It's a 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter from Go Power. And to the left of that is the battery charger that I plug into 120 volts when the generator is running to charge those go-kart batteries. Two transfer switches. Transfer switch 1 is between shore power and the generator out. 110 from the generator, and transfer switch, which it goes right to the breaker panel, or goes to the transfer switch 2, and then transfer switch 2 is the inverter leg. So if the inverter's on, transfer switch 2 cuts off transfer switch 1. If the inverter's off, it's between shore power on 1 and the generator on 1. All automatic. It cost me an inverter to find that little trick out. I have a rug there that we throw out, and right now only 3 bottles of water. Generally we carry 4 5-gallon bottles of water on this thing, fresh water out of our tap at home, not counting what's on board the bus in tanks. First tank on the left, black tank. Next one, gray tank. Next one is number 1 fresh water tank, and I have to move the camera to get number 2 into the picture. Right there. This is the other end of that tank. We're on the other side of the bus. That's looking through, and that big tank, freshwater tank, Should be right in there. You just can't see it, it's too bright, but it's right there. According to my calculations, about 160 gallons between the two. And speaking of fresh water, my Bowen water heater, 6.2 gallons, 8800 BTU, light it off. It's hot within about an hour. I can take a complete shower, wash my hair and everything, and not run out of hot water. I've learned how to do that, not a problem. On and off with the water, it works great. 6 gallons, 6.5 gallons, 6.2. Just behind the rear wheels. I think this is air conditioning, bus air conditioning. I use it for storage. I have ramps that go in there. Nice place for it. Yeah, winterizing of air conditioning. Water fill. Not sure how many gallons. V71 Detroit diesel, 1963. Needs a bath really bad. Probably time to do filters. It is time to do filters. Done a couple of lines on it. We're going to do some more. 730 tranny, 4-speed automatic. Over in the electric cabinet on the right side behind the back wheel. 2 propane tanks here. Top one's about 25. Bottom one I think is 15. It could be 18. I think it's 15. We've never used them up. The orange cord gets plugged into that outlet and charges the batteries when we are on the generator. Otherwise, this is the other side. There's a battery pack right in that vicinity right there. Diesel fuel, 140 gallons of it. We figure we get between about 7 and 9. We still need to do the steps in here. In wood like the floor was. The wood floor came out of a cabin that was built in 1928 in Nevada City. It was from a Sears catalog. You could buy cabins in those days out of the Sears catalog. We have not cleaned it or sanded it. I installed it and then we took a couple of trips before I had a chance to do anything. The bedroom has been sanded and stained, and when we get back there I'll show you how nice that looks. So this is sanded down to the touch. It's ready for the clear coat. The door to the right. Little cabinet for window cleaning supplies and things like that in front of Andrea's chair. The pedestal has its own little shelf in there. On the pedestal, easy access, my gas book, gas log, mileage. 2 USBs and 2 cigarette lighters. AM/FM radio. 2 more dash outlets for Andrea. An unknown green switch there. An unknown red switch there. The black one controls the on-off for the charging the house batteries when the engine is running. That's the generator kit. Starts the generator. Remote start. And a CB radio that we've never used. the red toggle, high idle, Jake brake, and a 360 view of the cabinets above. The speaker there, cabinets, some more cabinets, just keeps going all the way around. All those kitchen cabinets down there. TV, more cabinets. There's just cabinets everywhere. And back above Andrea's seat. When we got the bus, it came with a jackknife couch. We got rid of that pretty quick and put in a 6'8" IKEA couch. We have this table at the end of the couch for Andrea's stuff. She puts her chargers and things there. I guess that would explain why it is so noisy, because that's hail. That step goes outside when it's in bad conditions, and I haven't mounted that fire extinguisher yet, but I have that much space between the couch and the cabinet there. This is one of our heaters. We have another one in the back. I've never lit the forced air unit. We also have a forced air unit on board. But this is the main heat for here. This is also a handy little table. I can turn Andrea's chair around and watch TV with her. And sit there and eat. Very convenient. The third seat was taken out. It was also a flex steel. And it was about as uncomfortable as it gets on a pedestal. A 4-person dinette that folds into a 2-person bed, but it's rather short, probably 6'3" or 4", something like that, not very big. We have double sink there, hot and cold running. 120 underneath. That's a fluorescent light under there. 4 large cabinets heading back. We have 4 fairly deep cabinets under there. Behind the dinette is 2 more drawers and a breadboard, and that is the forced air unit I was talking about. Microwave. Refrigerator freezer runs on 12 volts, needs 12 volts just to run. Runs on 120 or gas, either way. It's a nice refrigerator, it keeps things frozen and cold. Pretty cool. Nice one. It's a Norcold refrigerator freezer, never a problem. Left one is fresh, center one is black, one way, and gray the other, and the right one is water pump. It's a remote control for the Go Power. It's a 3,000 watt unit, and that hasn't given us any problem either since I smoked the first one by having it hooked up incorrectly. Solar Commander Series 3, it is disconnected right now. I need to look into how it gets connected up. I have one solar panel up there. It needs to probably be replaced with something from this century. Looking forward in the bus, that's obviously the bathroom. Wallpaper going up, cabinets on the left. Right there is a ceiling fan with an electric ceiling fan. Came with these kind of lights here. We changed them over to LED. Single bowl. All 3 of those mirrors open. Little space so they're the hardest to film. That's the bed behind the driver. cabinets all the way across. That's a curtain. There's actually glass on the other side of that curtain. It's broken, so if you know anybody who would like to get rid of a back window, the centerpiece is what I'm after. This is the bed behind. This is the other bed behind the other side, with the window right there. So this is sanded down to the touch. It's ready for the clear coat. 2 coats. It's 3/4 inch tongue and groove over the top of 3/8 or possibly 1/2 inch flake board. The flake board was already in here and screwed down.